Welcome back. It is 1707. In the last one, we had our heir, Arthur, be born. So exciting. Phineas is still working on his music career. Lucy is working on her writing career. Patience has maybe formed a connection with someone. So very exciting stuff. This year, for birthdays, we have Charity Rose Hoffman, no 12, 16, or 20 for the new baby in Wilhelm's family. For teenagers, we have a lot. Robert and Rachel Beaver, and then Georgie and, oh my gosh, can I pronounce that? Snezana Rusnak. So 4 teens who can't get a 3. 1, 2, 3, go. And then will they get married? No, 1 through 6. Oh, 2 of them won't get married. The first one and the fourth one. So Robert Beaver will not get married, but Rachel Beaver will. And then Georgie will, but Snezana won't. Georgie Rust. Okay. And then we have for young adult, we have Robin Beaver. Okay, no, 16 or 14. We have 4 of them again. So no 16 or 14. Wait, what did I say it was? No, 6 or 14. Okay, well, oh gosh, who's the last one? It better. No! Not Alfred. I was going to have him and Patience get together. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Dang it. Now what? Well, I'll figure something out. Oh, I'm so irritated. Okay, well, poor kid just died. Wait a second. Yeah. Okay, so now 4 or 16 for Tsunke. And then Sadie is dying. Man, I'm so disappointed. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. I'll figure it out. Anyway, let's hop into the game. So here we are. It is Harvest Fest. So of course she's cooking on top of the sink, even though I already moved the sink so that kind of stuff wouldn't happen, but that's fine. So anyway, Lucy is going to cook our Harvest Fest meal, and we're just going to be thankful for each other. I did look around a couple of times and I can't find the gnomes. I don't see any gnomes on our lot. Maybe I just don't see them, but you're either yelling at me that they're there or you're agreeing with me that they're not. I cannot find them. So anyway, they are all going to sit around the table and have their meal together and spend that time as a family. Very nice. I think that at this point, maybe Phineas is kind of saying to Patience, like, have you seen any men you might want to marry? I think he likes having her and Abraham around, but at the same time, the ultimate goal he wants for his sister is to be able to settle down, with a husband of her own. So um, he's kind of just asking her about what she thinks and whether she thinks she, sees anyone she likes. And then also we are going to woohoo because I want to have more babies. We only have the one, and that's not enough. So we're going to woohoo, and then I'm going to have him join the entertainer career. And I talked a little bit about that in the past, where um, I think we're just going to say that the entertainer career is him doing things like teaching music, playing at the tavern, getting engagements to play at other places. So stuff like that, where we don't actually have to build lots or spin that kind of stuff. He's just working. It's not important what the details are. But anyway, now we have Ursula coming to visit. She did call last time asking about visiting. So we're going to plan a stayover with Ursula. So she has come, and of course Lucy is really excited to catch up with her about what's going on, what's been going on back home, how's their mother. And she, Ursula tells Lucy about, like, oh, mother and Phineas Sr. have been getting really close, and I think there might be a wedding soon. And she talks about how Wilhelm is unbearable now that he is a father, and he definitely uses his kids as leverage. And she's just talking about how she hopes that she can move forward and find a husband and a life of her own, and that she really misses her sister, and she misses Phineas, who's a good friend of hers. The 3 of them were kind of like, um, that was their friend group, the 3 of them. And so yeah, they're happy to see each other. And then we're going to We're gonna head out. What are we doing? I forget. I just played this like what now I literally I stopped playing the year and then I start recording it. So and I can't even remember. So that's just great. Anyway, so they want to take Ursula to the um the place, the tavern, so that she can, see what it's all about, maybe meet some people. So Phineas is, up there performing, and we have Ursula who is sitting with Lucy, who is working on her writing as well, but also kind of, pointing out, oh, this is this person, that's that person, like these people are nice, like enjoy the area. And you can see there, oh, what was that guy's name? I wrote it down. Joshua Beaver is here again. And last time Lucy was trying to get him engaged so that he can chat with, she was chatting with him to kind of get more jobs for Phineas. So anyway, he's been thinking about that. So that's good. And then we are just going to continue to play and write and everything. I wanted to make sure um, he has time to accumulate money. I think that that's the hardest part of this is that I want to just like move forward with story stuff, but at the same time, like we need money. We need money. So what my goal for money wise anyway is that they can pay off their loan. And then on top of that, they if they can save up enough money to like quote unquote buy some land or stuff like that where they can maybe will buy an estate. I know that's a really expensive thing in this game. It's 100,000 simoleons, but maybe something like that, or should I like let him get a money tree with his aspiration points? I don't know yet. But we are just going to see how that goes. But for right now, the goal is to pay off the very large loan we got from Alfred in order to buy our house. So now we're going to have him stop playing and then come and talk to Joshua. So Joshua, I'm trying to get them to talk and they just won't like stay alone, but just pretend that they do. So Joshua and Phineas are talking and kind of look at that face. I love his face. So anyway, they're just talking and basically Joshua says like, look, we're gonna have a town meeting tomorrow. Like if you'd like to play for it, um, you know, we toss some money your way. So just if you'd like to play for the town meeting. And of course, Phineas jumps at the opportunity. He's like, yes, I'd love to play. Like he's a yes man right now. Like, he doesn't have the, um, he can't afford to turn anything down, like he needs the money, he needs the exposure. So he is going to continue to accept anything. And, town meeting is a good place to be, um, playing because he is going to then be able to, meet more people that don't come to the tavern and such. And then I'm gonna have them woohoo again. I think she is pregnant because she has the throw up option. So I am excited about that. I am trying to work a little bit. I don't know why his aspiration reset itself, but anyway, we're making like pretty good money from her books too, so that's good. And then gonna have her continue to do that. But I think she's pregnant, although she is also sick. So she probably is assuming that she's just sick and not pregnant. But I'm 100% sure she's pregnant. So anyway, I'm gonna have her introduce little Arthur to her sister. Super cute. Look at all these blondies, huh? Um, it's been so long since we were blonde. I actually don't even remember us ever being blonde. We must have been at some point. I mean, have we been brunette this whole time? Now I feel like I have to look. Okay, I'm not going to keep looking, but I mean, we did have the Thomas Larkins were blonde, but I'm sure we had others. But anyway, our heir is blonde if he survives. So anyway, we are going to keep going here. Going to have the sisters just chatting with each other, and I think that Lucy is kind of hoping that she can help hook up Patience or Ursula or any, like help people, um, you know, find the happiness that she has found. And so, anyway, we're going to go to the town meeting where Phineas is going to be able to play and get some attention here and get some tips. And so, I have to put down a busking station because, of course, it doesn't work without that. But going to have to move some things around. Unfortunately, it's going to take me a second to figure out the routing and everything because I guess you have to come in from the left. But anyway, yeah, see, that's not going to work because he can't get in there. But anyway, so also he still can't get in there. There we go. Okay, so he's going to do that, and I have to fix his clothes because that's obviously not appropriate for the time period. And so he's going to be doing that, and then we have what we're going to have everybody just kind of watching and enjoying, and Joshua gives his speech and everything, and there's the music, and everything is going well, and everybody is enjoying. And so there is that. And then we are going to have something happen in just a moment. So for right now, he's just enjoying the attention and that he is able to, continue on with his dreams. But Patience finds Alfred the second out in the rain out here, and she comes to talk to him, and he's like, "Oh, I just needed some fresh air." And they get talking a little bit. She has a crush on him, and so they're just chatting and enjoying each other's company. And unfortunately, he ends up getting struck by lightning. So he gets struck by lightning, and unfortunately for us too, he doesn't die. He just disappears. So I'm going to look at our rolls here, and we're going to roll, and unfortunately, any pleading would not have worked based on the dice. So that's not good. So yeah, I was gonna say I wanted her to like save him or something, and then they could get married, but obviously that did not happen. So, um, maybe he gets struck by lightning and she's trying to like give him CPR or whatever, like help him, and everybody comes rushing out, and she's like trying to help him, and that everybody's freaking out and whatever, and so I think that Patience at least will get a reputation as someone who has, she tried to save his life, and so I think that his family would be very appreciative of that, that she at least tried, so we're just going to skip right ahead to like a quote unquote funeral, sort of. For some reason, these podiums, I don't know why some podiums work and some podiums don't. Like, why can't every podium do everything that you can do on a podium? Why does it have to be like a funeral podium, a speech podium? Like, that's no. Anyway, so yeah, Alfred the First is going to give, a heartfelt speech about his son and how sad he is. And, he's going to thank Patience for trying to save his son. And doing her best. So there's that. And yeah, so now I need to figure out what we're going to do with Patience. I really gonna have to figure that one out. But we are going to just have him continue to try and make some money, I guess. But we're just going to head home because obviously that's a crazy thing that happened and we need to just move on. So we are going to woohoo again. And, Patience and Ursula are going to chat. Maybe Ursula's like, whoa, Patience, like that was so like cool of you to, try to save him and everything. A burglar, I called the police, but the police got their butt kicked. Oh, I think that there would be some kind of like neighborhood watch or neighborhood guard or something. So anyway, we are going to just continue on here and have the two of them talking, and Patience, maybe Phineas is starting to get a little more forceful with Patience and be like, look, you really need to think about what you want to do with your life. You can't just keep taking odd jobs and not moving forward and getting stability for Abraham. And so Patience is like, geez, like my crush just died. But he doesn't know that she had a crush on him. So they're just chatting, and we are going to have them just spending this time together. And, he's still her brother. And, like, yes, they still have those moments of him being like, I know best, and her rebelling against that because that's always been their dynamic. But, Patience has tried to have more patience for that kind of stuff because she is has kind of learned from her mistake last time. So that is something that she definitely struggled with, is being able to admit that her brother was right about Wilhelm. And then we're just going to continue to pay off our debt. We still have a lot of payments. We have like 30 payments. I don't think we're ever going to get rich in this lifetime unless we get a money tree. So there is that. Yeah. I think maybe we could get a money tree when like we say that like, oh, he's made it big. Now he can have a money tree. Maybe something like that. I mean, how many years are left until his adult birthday? Is it? Let's see. Not until 1715. Okay. But I mean, that's not that far away. So he's spending all his young adult years paying off this debt. Oh my gosh. But it is setting up the family for the future as well. You know, maybe we will get a money tree. I think we might need one because he's been here for a couple years now, right? So, um, it's only right that he starts making it big if he can. Maybe he would just be destined for a life of mediocrity. I don't know. But yeah, Ursula is going to be introduced to a bunch of people by Lucy, and so Lucy's introducing her to, I forget his name. Is it, okay, hold on, let me look up. Robert Beaver. Okay. So yeah, there's just a couple of people, although he just became a teenager and Ursula's already a young adult, so that's not, he's too young for her. But yeah, I am going to add in some more Sims today, actually, but for right now, let me just quickly do some birthday things, but we are going to go see Phineas again, so don't worry about that. And then I think I am going to introduce another family, so we'll do all of that in just a moment. But for right now, we are back home, and Patience is aged up without my permission. Great. Okay, so let's save the game, and then we'll go and quickly do some birthdays. And then on top of that, we will go and see Phineas, the elder. So there is that. Let me see. Yeah, so we're just gonna do that birthday stuff, and then yeah, Phineas is definitely spending more time with Maria. They have been spending a lot of time together because they wanted to, you know, um, they both understand each other and they want that companionship and stuff. So the Beaver family, they are a pretty wealthy family, I believe. I want to say they are. Yeah, because that's Joshua who just invited us to town hall. But yeah, so Alfred II died, poor Patience. But yeah, so we're gonna do that birthday stuff, get some cute outfits on them, and then we're gonna go see Phineas, and then the family we are going to add. Oh, I wrote down the name too. Okay. Well, let's just wait for that. I'm getting ahead of myself. This video like was a little bit shorter at the beginning because I did forget that we were I accidentally let the game like run a little bit when I wasn't paying attention to it, and so we got a little further in the day than I wanted to at the beginning. So, oops. But yeah, so anyway, I'll just say the birthdays now. Charity Rose Hoffman became an infant. Robert Beaver and Rachel Beaver became teenagers. Georgie Rusnak and Snezana Rusnak became teenagers. Robin Beaver became a young adult. Ahioka Waldrick became a young adult. Mercy Ramsey became a young adult. And then Alfred Erickson II and Sadie Waldrick passed away. So those are the birthdays. And then as for Phineas, we are going to get him married today. I think that it's a companionship thing. It's like spending time with someone and enjoying someone's company and being able to, you know, be in your elder years not alone. Phineas was always very worried about being alone, which is really sad, but what you gonna do, I guess. So what we have is a lot of beautiful Sims. And then we are going to head over to see Phineas. And yes, okay, so I'm just going to speed run basically his relationship with Maria. They are very good friends. I'm going to get them romantic so that they can be able to get married today, and just in a small ceremony at the church, not anything crazy. Again, they're older. They're not really, they're just doing this for, although he's divorced, I don't think the church would actually allow them to get married in the church. So maybe I'm wrong, but oh well. Just ignore the fact that I messed that up. Most say that they eloped. But yeah, so they're spending that time together and, enjoying that they have each other's company and, they're empty nesters. I mean, I guess Ursula's still around, but she's an adult. She's not a child. So let's just get them married here. And then we are going to add in a new family. So there's the wedding. Okay. And then we are going to be saving some pictures and stuff. But yes, so we are actually going to add another house. I'm just going to make it the same house as all the other houses because I don't really care about the build stuff. I'm not really good at that part. But I am going to introduce to you the Montgomery family from David A1C3. And they are a family who I believe their lore is that they were like nobles and they were like either ran away or were cast out to America. And so they are interested in power and, they are definitely interested in, you know, improving their station, kind of gaining a foothold, maybe becoming leaders or icons, very wealthy people in this area. So they are looking, they're a little greedy, a little ambitious. So there's that. And there's the husband, Kenneth, his wife, I don't know if I can pronounce her name properly, but Elid, A or no, Eilidh. And then Logan, the son, who's a young adult. There we go. And then Blair and Bonnie, they're both teenagers. So we'll see where we go from there. I do a really poor job at figuring out her outfits. So we're going to skip over this and see the kids really briefly. So this is Logan. We're probably going to have him get with Patience, which is going to be good because his parents are probably not going to like that. So there is that. But anyway, so then the daughters, Blair and Bonnie, and that's the new family. So very exciting. We're going to start incorporating them into the story. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this part. And I will catch you in the next one. And our heir will have his birthday, and then we'll have another baby. So lots of stuff going on. Hope you're ready. Let's go.